Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from LastStandGamers, and welcome to Survival Secrets, the series that is here to address your comments that you've left in the description of the previous video. And today, basically what we're dealing with is foreign bandits. What is foreign bandits, you may be asking? Well, these are players who set up trading and offer really nice loot in return for some of your good loot, and then they show up and try to screw you over. And in this episode, I'm going to try to help you, giving you useful tips and tricks that you can use to counter some of these situations. The first one is common sense, and you're going to want to sort the deal out to a pin on the forums. You're going to say, I want you alone, I want to meet you at this location, and so on and so on. And many terms that you can have on your ground, the better. Obviously, he's just as worried as you. And let's move on to some locations that we can set up. Obviously, we've got this ruined town, lots of cover, lots of nooks and crannies that you can find yourself hiding in. We have the hill here. Obviously, all the grid coordinates for these locations will be up in the top left-hand corner on the note. Here we have the factory. The factory is great for sharing loot on the bottom floor. There's a lot of cover, a lot of different entrances and exits, and you've got this perimeter offensive, and you've got zombies to help you out as well. Finally, we've got the lumberyard. That's at the top of the map. Lots of a perimeter area, very open. You can see what's coming at you. So what happens if one of these deals goes wrong? Well, there's nothing you really can do unless you become prepared. You could set up a sniper in the nearby woods or so on, but what happens if the guys you're dealing with are just good guys and they spot the sniper and go, are you trying to screw us over, mate? Why the hell would you do that? And then you end up getting shot because you tried to be prepared. So what can you do? That's a question that's going to be on your mind. I mean, you've got to play it safe as possible. I mean, you can have a reaction force in the woods nearby and try to counter it. One of the things I like to do is set up or get there half an hour, 30 minutes, or maybe an hour before, just to check the location out. And basically, if they're going to try something, they're going to be there and set up beforehand. So here's a little deal. I met up with a guy on the forums just to test out and see how legit it was. The guys promised a PKM for an M107, and I thought, okay, that's a good deal. I got my M107 out my bag on the server, delivered it to him. And here's a little bit of a situation. If something goes wrong in these deals, you can't let it show. For instance here, I ended up dropping my backpack and I didn't have another weapon on me. I was like, oh god, this is not going to look good. If he realizes, I acted casual, just talked my way through it, said walk over here, walk over there. I'm not really losing much. I've just got to get to that PKM now before he thinks he can try something. Obviously, he sounds like a pretty good guy, and I'm not going to try anything. There's the PKM on the floor. It's all about timing. You've got to do the same as him and not let him get an opportunity to think he can actually get away with it. So, once we've picked up the weapons, I tell him to lower your weapon. He's happy with his product. I say I'll lower my weapon. What I want us to do is just face each other and walk backwards towards the end of the tree line. These are some things I want you to take into consideration when you're meeting. I want you to think about your cover, where you're going to go and how you're going to do it. Because if you start not planning, you're going to plan to fail. And make sure you plan out the area beforehand. The area is the most important thing. If there's enough cover for you to escape and enough escape routes, you can do it. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope it covered the topic.